Yeah, my rhymes are cold like I'm in the snow.
I've heard those rhymes a million times.
What are you, the rhyme police?
Well, actually.
What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime. What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime.
Man, I swear I heard that line before. It doesn't take a detective to find the signs and explore. You write with rhyme zone on your iPhone and ignore the art form and use it like barely eyeing some decor. Thinking you bend minds cause you can rhyme with orange, but the line was boring. You're just pouring all the rhymes from your recycling storage until you find you reached height. Now you're dying in Jordan. I'm feeling high as a dinosaurus, metaphorically morbid, a brachiosaurus on the 90th floor of a skyscraper in Florence. A library's enormous, your mind's barely a tortoise. You're like, why does he care when I wrote once? I carried a warrant. I'm calling in my officers for law and order. We heard your rap battle, originality is shorter. You're sorta more like a hoarder, a work that others do for you. So call it quiz fitness, ain't get a coy boy, better get a lawyer.
What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime. What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime.
Yo, I swipe the traffic when I write the tracks, and every time you're capping, your whole life is active, man. You might think that I don't sign with us, but still would die to rap it, cause you might have faded, but your time has passed, and I survived the tragic accident. You called your prime of rap battles, you slimy bastard. I know I'm such a psychopathic rhyming addict, but a couple crimes just happen when you gotta write a classic, and I'm turning mine to banger. Still I see a diamond flash, and I put my rivals on pause. I don't write for applause, a couple verses, and I finished a new Bible for y'all, like a cipher of gods. You better wake up, cause it's time for your job. I only wanna make the bread if I can down with the sauce. 2 years, you won't see me in the same place, but who cares? I'm not greedy when I make change. If you stare at my PC, I don't play games. My tunes carry the scene, please, so you stay safe.
What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime. What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime.
Ever since we learned that words can rhyme and we're saying them, there's been a group of people growing way too complacent with their claims of divinity. What I'm trying to convey is your spiritual, lyrical miracles just made me an atheist. So I'll stand for the honorable Judge Audible. If I were you, then I would pray that God have mercy on your soul. If not, then you'll be stuck inside the prison, no deal offered, cause I'll sentence you for life with no option to get on parole. And I'm happy you two officers were on patrol. I feel safe knowing that these streets are cop controlled. But given the state of the criminal's illicit acts, the state grants me power to officially get his ass. The hell were you thinking of, kid? We got police in this biz, taking it easy, not thinking about the schemes that you spit. See, that's a devious grip, this faux MC shit should quit. So not a peep, I want zip, you best stop pleading your fifth.
What I gotta do to pass the time is to declare when I feel calmer for a rehash line. Put you behind your own bars before you try to make the climb. Prime time, leave it a rhyme crime.
What kind of crime? Rhyme crime.